There comes a time in every person's life when the seeds they've sown will finally bloom. Today is that time for you. Your time to shine has arrived, and it's not a coincidence. It's the result of all the hard work, learning, growth, and patience you put into your journey. This moment has been carefully prepared by the choices you've made, and now is the time to step forward with confidence. There is a profound truth that often goes unnoticed. The power you seek in the world is already within you. We tend to look outside ourselves for answers, for validation, or for the strength to push forward. But the reality is that everything you need to rise, to grow, to succeed is already within you. It's easy to forget this when you're surrounded by distractions, doubts, or pressures from the outside world. But deep down, beneath all the noise, lies an untapped well of potential that you can draw from at any moment. Every human being is born with innate potential, and this potential is fueled by an endless well of creativity, strength, and resilience. The problem often isn't that you don't have what it takes to succeed. It's that you haven't yet recognized the depth of what lies within you. I think of your potential as a seed that, once nurtured, can grow into something incredible. But just like a seed, it requires attention, care, and belief to fully manifest its power. Recognizing the power within you begins with a shift in perception. Instead of looking for power externally, start by looking inward. What do you feel passionate about? What excites you? What skills have you honed over the years, whether consciously or unconsciously? These are the things that make you unique. Your strengths are not necessarily the same as someone else's, but that doesn't make them any less valuable. You must stop comparing yourself to others and recognize that your path, your strengths, and your experiences have been designed uniquely for you. No one else can walk your journey the way you can. Every experience in your life, both the triumphs and the struggles, has played a part in shaping who you are today. These experiences have built your inner strength, your determination, and your ability to adapt and overcome. Every setback you faced was not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity to deepen your understanding of your own resilience. You've already survived 100% of your worst days, and that fact alone should be enough to remind you of the immense strength you carry within you. A powerful person is not someone who never experiences difficulty or doubt. A powerful person is someone who continues to push forward despite those obstacles. True power comes from the ability to stand tall, even when the winds of uncertainty blow hard against you. It's about having the courage to take the first step, even when you're not sure where the path leads. Your strength isn't just about physical capability or sheer willpower. It's about the mental and emotional endurance to keep going, to keep believing, and to keep striving, no matter the circumstances. Recognizing your power also involves releasing the idea that you need to be perfect or have everything figured out before you can step into it. The power within you isn't waiting for the perfect moment. It's waiting for you to step up and claim it, regardless of how ready you think you are. Perfection is a myth. Your journey will never look exactly as you imagined it. The twists and turns, the unexpected challenges, and the surprises along the way are what make it uniquely yours. It's not about waiting for the right circumstances to align. It's about taking action despite the imperfect conditions and trusting that your power will carry you forward. Another important aspect of recognizing your power is understanding that it is not something you have to prove to anyone else. The validation you seek from the world is not what defines your strength. Your strength comes from within, from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and where you are going. When you stop seeking external approval and start trusting your own intuition, your power begins to flow more freely. You don't need anyone else's permission to be great. You are already worthy of the life you desire. In fact, the more you trust in your own abilities, the more you begin to see the world around you respond. The universe aligns with those who are confident in their purpose and their power. When you recognize and embrace your inner strength, opportunities will begin to unfold. You will start attracting the right people, situations, and experiences into your life because you will be emitting the energy of someone who knows their worth. Recognizing the power within you also means letting go of the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. We've all been conditioned, in one way or another, to believe certain things about ourselves, that we are not good enough, that we are not capable, or that we don't deserve success. These beliefs are not the truth of who you are. They are just stories you've been told, either by society or by your own inner critic. When you decide to rewrite those stories and replace them with truths that empower you, you allow your true power to emerge. You are more than the sum of your fears, doubts, and past mistakes. You are a dynamic, powerful individual capable of achieving greatness. All it takes is the recognition that you already possess everything you need within you to create the life you desire. One of the most important things you can do in life is to embrace your journey, all of it. We often find ourselves longing for the destination, hoping for the outcome, or waiting for things to be better before we can truly enjoy the process. But it is within the journey itself that the true lessons, growth, and transformation take place. Every step you take, every decision you make, every success and failure is part of the greater story that is uniquely yours. Understanding this is the first step toward finding peace and purpose, no matter where you are along your path. Your journey is not just a linear path with a set endpoint. It is a dynamic, evolving process that shapes you into the person you are becoming. The moments that may seem insignificant today are often the ones that have the most profound impact on your future. Sometimes we fail to recognize the importance of a single step we take because we are so focused on where we want to go. But in reality, the journey is the destination. Each chapter, each turn, is an integral part of the story that will ultimately define who you are and where you are meant to go. Embracing your journey starts with fully accepting where you are at this moment. No matter where you are, whether you feel like you're on the right track, lost, or somewhere in between, this moment is exactly where you need to be. The past has already shaped you, and the future will unfold in its own time, but the present is where you have the most power. By accepting your present circumstances without judgment, you are allowing yourself to open up to the lessons and opportunities that are available to you right now. Often people try to rush through their journey, seeking the quick fix or the shortcut to success. The truth is, there are no shortcuts to greatness. The process of becoming the person you are meant to be requires time, patience, and perseverance. It's the small, consistent steps taken every day that accumulate and lead to massive transformation. Whether you are taking giant leaps or small, cautious steps, each one matters. Embrace them all, for they are the foundation upon which you are building your future. It's easy to feel discouraged during times of struggle or when things aren't progressing as quickly as you'd like. But every struggle, every challenge is part of your growth. These obstacles aren't there to stop you, they are there to teach you. They are the moments when your character is being tested, when your resolve is strengthened, and when your resilience is being built. The lessons learned during these difficult moments will stay with you long after the challenges are over. They will equip you with the wisdom and experience needed to face future challenges with more grace and confidence. It's also important to recognize that your journey is uniquely yours. No one else has walked your exact path, and no one else can walk it the way you do. Comparing your journey to someone else is a disservice to both your own progress and to the journey of others. Everyone's timeline is different, and it's not for you to decide how fast you should be moving or where you should be at this moment. What's important is that you are on your path, and that you trust that it will unfold in its own time. Other successes or failures are not an indication of where you should be in your own life. Your journey is personal, and it will look different from anyone else's, and that's exactly as it should be. Part of embracing your journey is also about letting go of perfectionism. There is no perfect way to do things, no flawless roadmap to success. Mistakes, missteps, and imperfections are not failures, they are essential parts of the process. They are what make you human, what make your journey real. And in those moments of imperfection, you find your true strength, the ability to keep going despite the setbacks. Perfectionism only holds you back, and it keeps you from fully engaging with the present moment. When you allow yourself the freedom to make mistakes and learn from them, you take the pressure off and allow yourself to grow in a natural, organic way. Your journey is also about growth, and growth rarely happens in a straight line. There will be highs and lows, successes and failures, moments of clarity and moments of doubt. That's the nature of progress. It's not a perfect curve, but rather a series of steps, some big, some small, some forward and others backward. But each step moves you closer to the person you are meant to be. Even when you feel like you've hit a roadblock or are going in circles, you are still moving forward in ways that you may not be able to see at the time. Trust that each moment of your journey is propelling you toward your purpose. To truly embrace your journey, you must let go of the need to control every aspect of it. Surrender to the unfolding process. There will be times when things don't go according to plan, when you encounter roadblocks that seem insurmountable. But in these moments of uncertainty, you have the opportunity to practice trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust that life has a way of working out in ways you cannot always predict. The more you trust the journey, the more at peace you will be with its twists and turns. Your journey is a powerful unfolding of your true potential. Every moment, every step, every experience is an opportunity for growth. And each piece fits together in a way that will lead you to exactly where you need to be. When you embrace your journey, you embrace yourself, flaws, strengths, and everything in between. You learn to accept where you are and trust that it is all happening for you, not to you. And in this acceptance, you unlock the true power of your path. Doubts and fears are natural parts of the human experience, yet they have the potential to hold us back from pursuing our dreams, reaching our goals, and stepping into our full potential. They can make us question our abilities, paralyze us with indecision, and prevent us from taking the necessary steps to create the life we desire. But the truth is, doubts and fears don't have the power to control us unless we allow them to. Understanding how to overcome them is not just about facing them head-on, but learning to shift our mindset and change how we view these emotions. The first step in overcoming doubts and fears is recognizing that they are often illusions, that they arise from the mind, typically driven by past experiences, societal conditioning, or imagined outcomes. Fear often comes from the anticipation of something that hasn't happened yet, and doubt stems from uncertainty about our own abilities. However, neither fear nor doubt is rooted in truth. Fear is simply a protective mechanism, a response to what the mind perceives as a threat. The truth is that most of the things we fear either don't happen or aren't as catastrophic as we envision them to be. Doubts, similarly, arise from a place of insecurity, often influenced by external pressures, comparisons, or self-imposed limitations. They are not accurate reflections of your true potential. It's essential to realize that doubts are a reflection of where you are currently, not where you are capable of going. Your true potential is limitless, but your doubts may only reflect past failures, perceived weaknesses, or societal conditioning. These doubts are not a permanent part of who you are. You can reframe them, challenge them, and move beyond them. One of the most powerful ways to overcome doubts and fears is to take action. Regardless of how small the step may seem, fear often arises when we imagine the enormity of a task or the challenges that lie ahead. The key to overcoming it is to break things down into manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the mountain that lies before you, focus on the first step, the one thing you can do today that will bring you closer to your goal. Taking action, even in the face of fear, shifts the energy. It moves you from a place of inaction and paralysis into a space of forward momentum. The more you take action, the less power the fear or doubt will have over you. In addition to taking action, it is essential to reframe your mindset around fear and doubt. Instead of viewing them as obstacles, view them as opportunities for growth. Fear can be a sign that you are about to do something new or push yourself outside of your comfort zone. This is where true growth happens. Every time you face your fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable of moving through it. Similarly, doubts are often signals that you are stretching beyond your current capacity, which means you are evolving. Reframe these feelings not as deterrents, but as indicators that you are on the right path, pushing yourself toward growth. Another key to overcoming doubts and fears is learning to trust yourself. Trust that you are resourceful enough to handle whatever comes your way. Trust that you have faced challenges before, and no matter how difficult it seemed, you found a way through. Your history is filled with moments of resilience and strength, even when you didn't think you could continue. You have everything within you to handle the unknown. When you trust in yourself and your abilities, you break free from the limitations that doubts and fears place on you. Self-trust is the antidote to uncertainty. It is the recognition that, no matter what happens, you can adapt, learn, and grow through it. It's also important to confront the root causes of your fears and doubts. Often we don't take the time to explore why we feel afraid or doubtful. We simply react to these emotions without understanding their source. Are your fears tied to past experiences, societal expectations, or something you've internalized? Are your doubts the result of comparisons to others, or do they stem from a lack of belief in your own abilities? By exploring the origins of your fears and doubts, you gain clarity on what's fueling them. This understanding allows you to reframe and challenge them more effectively. In many cases, fears and doubts are not grounded in reality, but rather in past conditioning or perceptions that are no longer serving you. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is another powerful way to overcome doubts and fears. Isolation can amplify fear. When you keep your doubts to yourself, they have the space to grow and take over. However, when you share your concerns with trusted friends, mentors, or coaches, you gain perspective. Others can provide encouragement, share their experiences, and remind you of your strengths when you cannot see them yourself. They can offer valuable insights that help you see your situation from a different angle, reducing the intensity of your doubts and fears. Never underestimate the power of a supportive community in helping you overcome the obstacles within your own mind. Visualization is another tool you can use to combat doubt and fear. When fear arises, we often visualize the worst-case scenario. Instead of allowing your mind to run wild with negative possibilities, practice visualizing a positive outcome. Imagine yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your desired result. See yourself standing confidently, having conquered your fears. This exercise rewires your mind to focus on success rather than failure, which helps diminish the hold that fear and doubt have over you. The more you visualize positive outcomes, the more you train your mind to expect success and less to fear the unknown. Remember that overcoming doubt and fear is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. These emotions may continue to arise throughout your life, especially when you are pushing yourself into new territories. However, each time you face them, they lose their power over you. You gain strength, confidence, and resilience. The more you confront your doubts and fears, the less they will control you. You will reach a point where you no longer see them as obstacles, but as part of the process that helps you grow and evolve into the person you are meant to be. Timing is often one of the most overlooked aspects of success, yet it plays a crucial role in determining the outcomes of our actions. We live in a world that often values speed and immediacy, where everything seems to be moving at an accelerated pace. In this environment, we can sometimes feel pressure to rush, to act before we're ready, or to chase after opportunities that don't quite align with our true desires. But understanding the importance of timing, knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to adjust our course is a skill that can lead to profound success and fulfillment. First, it's important to understand that not every moment is the right moment. Just because an opportunity presents itself doesn't mean it's the right time to seize it. Timing is about recognizing the conditions under which an action will yield the best results. It's about aligning your actions with the natural flow of events, the resources available to you, and your personal readiness. When you move in harmony with timing, you create the conditions for success. Acting prematurely, on the other hand, can lead to failure, frustration, and missed opportunities. There is a certain rhythm to life. Some things unfold naturally, and when we try to force them before their time, we risk creating unnecessary resistance. Think of planting a seed in the ground. If you try to rush the process, watering the seed excessively, or trying to speed up its growth artificially, you can damage the seed and hinder its development. The seed needs time to grow, just as your goals and dreams need time to mature. Timing ensures that things unfold in their own due course, allowing you to build a strong foundation for long-term success. Part of understanding timing involves developing patience. We live in an instant gratification society, where the desire for quick results can cloud our judgment. But patience is essential for creating lasting success. The most significant achievements in life, whether personal, professional, or financial, are rarely the result of hasty decisions. They are the product of careful, deliberate actions taken over time. Sometimes waiting for the right moment is far more powerful than rushing forward impulsively. When we take the time to develop ourselves, build our skills, and prepare for what's ahead, we are better equipped to handle opportunities when they do arise. Knowing when to wait is as important as knowing when to act. There are times when holding back is the wisest choice, especially when the conditions aren't right. This doesn't mean being passive or stagnant. It simply means exercising discernment and recognizing that some opportunities require further preparation, growth, or alignment. Waiting for the right moment can provide you with the space to refine your plans, build confidence, and gather the resources needed for success. Sometimes timing isn't about rushing in, but rather about allowing yourself the time and space to prepare fully. An important aspect of timing is recognizing your own personal readiness. You might be presented with an opportunity, but it may not be the right time for you to take it on. Not because it isn't good, but because you may not yet have the skills, resources, or emotional preparedness to handle it. Personal growth plays a significant role in timing. You have to ask yourself whether you're truly ready for the demands and responsibilities that come with a particular action. Timing allows you to build the strength, resilience, and understanding necessary to achieve success when the time is right. Opportunities, too, come with their own timelines. In business, relationships, and personal endeavors, timing can make the difference between success and failure. A business venture launched at the right time can lead to extraordinary growth, while the same venture launched too soon or too late might miss the mark. Relationships, too, thrive when they unfold naturally, at the pace that suits both individuals. When timing is aligned, everything seems to fall into place. But when it is off, no amount of effort can force things to work. Part of understanding timing is learning to read the signs and listen to your intuition. Timing is not always logical or rational. It's often felt rather than calculated. Your inner voice, gut feelings, and instincts play an essential role in determining the right moment. This intuitive knowledge allows you to act decisively when the time is right, even when the situation doesn't appear perfect on paper. Trusting your intuition when it comes to timing means trusting yourself in the process of life. Another aspect of timing is the importance of pacing. We tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in a short amount of time and underestimate what can be achieved over a longer period. In life, it's not about moving fast at all costs, it's about moving at the right pace. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race. Whether you're building a career, pursuing a personal goal, or nurturing a relationship, pacing yourself ensures that you don't burn out before reaching the finish line. Understanding that life is not a sprint, but a marathon, helps you develop the endurance needed for long-term success. Timing also requires you to be in tune with the external environment. Life's opportunities often come in waves, and understanding these cycles can give you a distinct advantage. Markets, trends, and social climates all have their rhythms. Successful entrepreneurs, for example, often thrive because they know how to ride the waves of opportunity, entering at the right moment to maximize their impact. This awareness can be applied to various aspects of life, from career decisions to personal projects. While timing is crucial, it's also important to remember that the right moment won't always be obvious. There will be moments when it feels like the perfect time, yet obstacles seem to rise unexpectedly. In these moments, it's essential to rely on resilience and adaptability. Timing may not always unfold according to your plan, but by staying flexible and open to new opportunities, you can make the most of unexpected situations. The ability to recognize and act according to the right timing is a skill that takes practice and experience. It requires patience, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of the world around you. While you cannot always control when things happen, you can control how you respond to them. By becoming attuned to the importance of timing, you ensure that you move forward at the most opportune moments, creating lasting success without unnecessary struggle or rush. Trusting in your abilities is the cornerstone of personal growth, achievement, and fulfillment. It's the internal belief that you have the power, skills, and resources to overcome challenges, reach your goals, and navigate the complexities of life. Unfortunately, many people struggle with self-doubt and insecurity, questioning their worth and capabilities. But the truth is, your abilities are far greater than you may give yourself credit for. When you learn to trust in them, you unlock your true potential and create opportunities for success that you might have once thought impossible. The foundation of trusting in your abilities begins with self-awareness. When you have a clear understanding of who you are, what you are capable of, and the unique strengths you possess, it becomes easier to believe in your capacity to succeed. Self-awareness allows you to identify your talents, skills, and experiences that have prepared you for the challenges ahead. Each success you've had in the past, no matter how small, is proof of your abilities. Taking stock of your past achievements can serve as a powerful reminder of what you are capable of. Often people are quick to dismiss the successes or to chalk them up to luck or external factors. But in truth, your achievements are a direct result of your abilities, whether it was perseverance, creativity, intelligence, or emotional resilience that allowed you to succeed. When you trust in your abilities, you stop looking for external validation. Many people seek approval and validation from others to feel good about themselves. However, this external validation is fleeting and unreliable. Trusting in your abilities means you no longer depend on others' opinions to measure your worth. Instead, you cultivate an inner belief in yourself that doesn't waver when others don't recognize or support your efforts. This inner trust provides a sense of confidence that is not dependent on external factors, allowing you to stay focused on your goals without being derailed by other people's perceptions. The more you rely on your own judgment and believe in your capacity to make decisions, the stronger your trust in your abilities becomes. A critical component of trusting your abilities is understanding that you are capable of learning and adapting. Even if you don't know everything you need to know at this moment, you have the ability to learn and grow. Life is a continual process of growth, and trusting in your abilities means recognizing that you have the capacity to improve over time. When faced with a challenge or an unknown situation, you don't need to have all the answers immediately. Trusting in your abilities means embracing the learning process and allowing yourself the space to grow without judgment. The willingness to learn new skills, to ask for help when needed, and to adjust your approach is a clear demonstration of self-trust. Overcoming fear is also integral to trusting your abilities. Fear often arises when we feel uncertain or incapable of handling a situation. It can paralyze us and prevent us from taking the necessary steps toward our goals. However, fear is not a reflection of your abilities, it is a natural emotional response to the unknown. When you trust in your abilities, you acknowledge that fear will not stop you. You understand that fear is simply an emotion that can be faced, not an obstacle that must control your actions. Rather than allowing fear to dictate your choices, you move through it with the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. Each time you confront your fears and push through them, you reinforce your trust in yourself. A major barrier to trusting your abilities is perfectionism. The desire to do everything perfectly can prevent you from taking action or even recognizing your own talents. Perfectionism often stems from the fear of failure or judgment, but the truth is, failure is not a reflection of your abilities. Failure is simply feedback and opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. When you trust in your abilities, you let go of the need for perfection and instead focus on progress. By allowing yourself to make mistakes and learn from them, you create an environment where growth is possible. Trusting in your abilities means accepting imperfection as part of the process, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to your goal. Building trust in your abilities also requires resilience. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. Life is full of challenges, and there will be times when things don't go as planned. However, resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it is a key factor in trusting your abilities. Every time you face a challenge and rise above it, you strengthen your belief in yourself. Resilience allows you to view setbacks as temporary, to understand that obstacles are a natural part of the journey, and to keep moving forward despite difficulties. When you trust in your ability to overcome challenges, you are no longer afraid of failure. Instead, you see it as an opportunity to develop your character and gain new insights. The more you trust in your abilities, the more empowered you become to take risks and pursue new opportunities. Stepping outside your comfort zone requires a deep trust in yourself, as it involves uncertainty and the possibility of failure. But without taking risks, you limit your potential. Trusting in your abilities means stepping into new experiences with the belief that you have the skills and resources to navigate them. It's about having the courage to act, even when you don't know exactly what will happen next. Self-trust also means being kind to yourself. Too often we are our own harshest critics. We dwell on our perceived flaws and shortcomings, which can erode our belief in our own abilities. To trust in yourself, you need to practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that you are human and that you are doing the best you can. Give yourself credit for every effort, no matter how small, and celebrate your progress. Self-compassion fosters a positive relationship with yourself, which is essential for building trust. It's important to realize that trust in your abilities grows with time. Just like any other relationship, your relationship with yourself requires nurturing and patience. The more you practice trusting yourself, the stronger the trust becomes. Each time you step forward, face your fears, and take action, you build a deeper belief in your capacity. Trusting in your abilities is not a one-time decision. It is a continual process of affirming your worth, embracing challenges, and growing into the person you are meant to be. Stepping into your power is a transformative act, one that requires you to embrace who you truly are and assert yourself in the world with full confidence. It's about acknowledging the immense strength that resides within you, understanding your potential, and using that energy to create the life you desire. However, stepping into your power is not something that happens overnight. It requires a deep commitment to yourself, your growth, and your personal evolution. It is a journey of self-realization, courage, and action, all of which are essential for tapping into the fullest expression of who you are meant to be. To step into your power, you first must understand that your power is innate. It isn't something that you need to search for externally or hope to find one day. It is already within you, residing deep inside your core. The challenge lies in uncovering it, understanding it, and learning to trust in it. Many people are conditioned by society to doubt their own abilities, to question their worth, or to conform to the expectations placed upon them. But stepping into your power requires you to cast aside these limitations and recognize that you are the only one who can determine your value and your potential. Your power is not defined by external circumstances, but by your inner belief and the choices you make. One of the first steps in stepping into your power is overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt can be a powerful force that keeps you stuck, afraid to take risks, or hesitant to fully express yourself. It often stems from past experiences where you were told you couldn't do something, or where you felt judged or rejected. But these experiences do not define you. Stepping into your power means rejecting the voices of doubt and embracing a new narrative, one that is rooted in your strengths and abilities. It means learning to trust yourself, to believe in your decisions, and to take bold action even when fear tries to hold you back. The more you choose to act in spite of self-doubt, the more your belief in yourself grows. Another vital element of stepping into your power is self-acceptance. True power comes from a place of acceptance, where you embrace all aspects of who you are, both your strengths and your imperfections. When you stop seeking external validation or trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be, you unlock a deep well of inner strength. Self-acceptance means being comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you are worthy and enough just as you are. It means embracing your uniqueness and stepping into the world with confidence, knowing that you don't need to apologize for being yourself. When you accept yourself fully, you become unstoppable, because you are no longer afraid of judgment or rejection. Stepping into your power also involves taking responsibility for your life. It's about recognizing that you are the creator of your own experiences and that you hold the power to shape your reality. Often we find ourselves blaming circumstances, other people, or even fate for the challenges we face. While external factors may influence your path, how you respond to them is entirely within your control. Owning your life means taking full responsibility for your choices, actions, and mindset. When you step into your power, you stop playing the role of a victim and start acting as the empowered individual you are meant to be. This shift in perspective opens up endless possibilities, because you stop giving away your power to outside forces and instead take control of your own narrative. Being powerful doesn't mean exerting control over others. It means standing firm in your beliefs, making decisions aligned with your values, and being willing to honor your truth. It's about cultivating boundaries that protect your energy and well-being. When you step into your power, you learn to say no to things, people, or situations that drain you or don't serve your highest good. You prioritize your needs and goals and commit to your own growth. Healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining your power because they prevent you from being manipulated or undermined by others. You create a safe space where you can thrive, grow, and continue to expand. Furthermore, stepping into your power requires you to take bold, decisive action. Many people are paralyzed by indecision or fear of failure, and as a result, they stay stuck in the same place. Stepping into your power means making decisions with conviction and moving forward with confidence, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's about trusting in your abilities and knowing that, no matter what happens, you can handle the challenges that come your way. It's in the action, even the imperfect, messy action, that you create momentum and begin to manifest your desires. Taking action demonstrates your trust in yourself and reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. As you step into your power, you also begin to embrace your purpose. Everyone has a unique contribution to make in the world, and when you align with your purpose, you tap into a source of infinite energy and motivation. Your purpose is the guiding force that fuels your actions, helping you stay focused and determined no matter what obstacles arise. When you live with purpose, you no longer feel aimless or lost. You are driven by a deeper sense of meaning that propels you forward with clarity and passion. Stepping into your power means finding that purpose and committing to it, knowing that you have a unique role to play in the world. Confidence is another key aspect of stepping into your power. Confidence comes from within, and it's built through consistent practice, self-belief, and resilience. As you continue to take action, embrace your uniqueness, and trust in your abilities, your confidence will naturally grow. Confidence is not about being perfect or knowing everything. It's about being willing to take risks, make mistakes, and learn along the way. When you step into your power, you understand that you don't need anyone's permission to succeed. You believe in yourself fully and trust that you are capable of achieving your dreams. Stepping into your power is about stepping into your fullest expression of life. It's about living with intention, passion, and authenticity. It means showing up every day as the best version of yourself, unapologetically and without fear. It means embracing all that you are and all that you are becoming. As you step into your power, you begin to see the world not as something to be feared, but as something to be embraced. You are empowered to create the life you desire, to overcome obstacles with grace, and to inspire others with your example. Stepping into your power is not a destination. It's an ongoing process of growth, self-discovery, and empowerment. Limiting beliefs are the invisible barriers that hold us back from reaching our full potential. These beliefs are often formed early in life, shaped by our experiences, societal influences, and the opinions of others. They manifest in the form of self-doubt, fear, and the conviction that we are not worthy or capable of achieving greatness. These beliefs become ingrained in our mindset and dictate how we see ourselves, how we interact with the world, and what we believe is possible for our lives. Breaking free from limiting beliefs is a powerful and necessary step on the journey to self-empowerment and success. It requires us to challenge the very thoughts and narratives that have kept us stuck in a cycle of self-imposed limitations. The first step in breaking free from limiting beliefs is recognizing that they exist. Not often, we are not consciously aware of the beliefs that are controlling our actions and decisions. They have become so ingrained in our thinking that they feel like absolute truths. For example, you may believe that you are not smart enough to pursue a new career, or that you will never be able to achieve financial freedom. These thoughts may have originated from past failures, judgments from others, or societal pressures, but they are not facts. They are simply beliefs, and beliefs can be changed. The realization that these beliefs are not permanent truths is a powerful first step in the process of liberation. Once we recognize that limiting beliefs are at play, the next step is to question them. Why do you believe that you are incapable of success? What evidence do you have that supports this belief? Often when we examine the root of our limiting beliefs, we realize that they are based on fear, assumptions, or past mistakes that no longer hold relevance. For instance, a person may have experienced a setback in their career and now believes that they are destined to fail at everything they attempt. But when you dig deeper, you will find that one failure does not define you or your future success. In fact, it is through failure that we often learn our greatest lessons. By questioning the validity of these beliefs, we begin to see them for what they truly are: unfounded fears and negative projections of the past. Another important aspect of breaking free from limiting beliefs is reframing your perspective. Limiting beliefs often arise from a fixed mindset, a belief that our abilities and circumstances are static and unchangeable. This mindset keeps us trapped in the belief that we are limited by our current situation or past experiences. To break free, we must adopt a growth mindset, the belief that we are capable of learning, evolving, and overcoming any obstacle that comes our way. A growth mindset allows us to see challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than insurmountable barriers. When we view the world through this lens, we open ourselves up to limitless possibilities and begin to break the chains of limiting beliefs. Part of reframing our mindset involves shifting from a place of self-criticism to one of self-compassion. Limiting beliefs often stem from harsh inner criticism and a lack of self-acceptance. We are quick to focus on our flaws and shortcomings, which only reinforces the belief that we are not enough. However, the key to breaking free from these beliefs is learning to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Instead of berating ourselves for past mistakes, we can embrace them as valuable learning experiences. Instead of focusing on what we perceive as our weaknesses, we can celebrate our strengths and acknowledge our progress. Self-compassion allows us to break free from the negative thought patterns that keep us stuck and to approach ourselves with the love and support we need to thrive. Visualization is another powerful tool for breaking free from limiting beliefs. The mind cannot differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. By visualizing ourselves achieving our goals and living the life we desire, we begin to rewrite the narrative in our minds. When you close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, you are sending a message to your subconscious that you are worthy of success. The more you visualize positive outcomes, the more your belief system begins to shift. As you see yourself overcoming obstacles and accomplishing great things, your limiting beliefs begin to dissolve, replaced by a new belief in your own potential. In addition to visualization, taking small, consistent actions towards your goals is crucial in breaking free from limiting beliefs. It is one thing to believe that you can achieve something, but it is another thing to actually take the steps necessary to make it a reality. When we take action, we reinforce our belief in ourselves and begin to build momentum. Each step we take, no matter how small, is a victory that proves to us that we are capable. When we start to see results, even if they are small at first, our confidence grows, and the grip of limiting beliefs loosens. Action is the antidote to fear and doubt, and it propels us toward the life we want to create. Another important aspect of breaking free from limiting beliefs is surrounding ourselves with positivity and support. The people we spend time with and the content we consume have a profound impact on our mindset. If we are constantly surrounded by negative, unsupportive individuals, it can be challenging to break free from limiting beliefs. Similarly, if we immerse ourselves in negative media or toxic self-talk, our beliefs about ourselves will be shaped accordingly. To break free, we must surround ourselves with individuals who uplift and inspire us, who challenge us to be the best versions of ourselves. Additionally, we must engage in activities that nurture our growth, whether it's reading uplifting books, attending empowering seminars, or practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. By creating a positive environment, we reinforce the new beliefs that we are capable, worthy, and deserving of success. Finally, it's important to recognize that breaking free from limiting beliefs is a continuous process. It is not a one-time event, but rather a lifelong journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Even after we have challenged and replaced many of our limiting beliefs, new ones may emerge as we encounter new experiences and challenges. The key is to remain vigilant and committed to the process of self-improvement. When new limiting beliefs arise, we can apply the same techniques: questioning, reframing, visualizing, and taking action to overcome them and continue growing. Breaking free from limiting beliefs is a liberating and empowering experience. It allows us to step into the fullness of who we are, free from the constraints of fear, doubt, and past conditioning. By recognizing and challenging our limiting beliefs, adopting a growth mindset, practicing self-compassion, and taking consistent action, we can unlock our full potential and create a life that is aligned with our deepest desires. The journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Success is a journey, not just a destination, yet it is easy to overlook our achievements along the way. We often become so focused on the next goal or the next challenge that we forget to pause and recognize how far we've come. Celebrating your success is not merely about acknowledging the big milestones, but about appreciating the small victories, the progress, and the growth that you experience every day. It is a practice that cultivates gratitude, reinforces positive habits, and fuels the momentum to continue striving for more. Celebrating your success begins with acknowledging it in the first place. Far too often, people are quick to minimize their achievements, attributing them to luck or external factors, rather than recognizing their own hard work, determination, and resilience. Success is not a fluke. It is the result of your persistence, your dedication, and your willingness to keep moving forward in the face of challenges. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your ability to overcome obstacles and create the life you desire. When you take the time to celebrate these steps, you are honoring the effort you have put in and reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving even greater things. One of the most important aspects of celebrating your success is recognizing that it's not just about the outcome, but also the process. Success is not defined by the finish line, but by the lessons learned along the way, the resilience built in the face of adversity, and the growth you experience as you pursue your dreams. Celebrating the process allows you to shift your focus from simply achieving to embracing the journey itself. It is in this journey that you find the true richness of your life, the moments of learning, reflection, and self-discovery. Celebrating the process encourages you to savor each moment, knowing that every step forward is an accomplishment in itself. In addition to acknowledging your achievements, it is important to celebrate them in a way that honors your efforts and reinforces your sense of self-worth. This might involve treating yourself to something special, taking time to reflect on your progress, or sharing your successes with others. Too often, people are hesitant to celebrate their success, fearing that it will come across as boastful or arrogant. However, celebrating your achievements is not about showing off or seeking validation from others. It is about honoring your commitment to your own growth and reinforcing the mindset that you are deserving of success. When you take the time to celebrate, you affirm to yourself that your efforts are worthwhile and that you are worthy of every success that comes your way. Celebrating your success also helps to build a positive mindset, which is crucial for continued success. When you celebrate, you create a cycle of positive reinforcement that motivates you to keep going. Each celebration serves as a reminder of your ability to achieve, which in turn strengthens your belief in yourself and your potential. This positive feedback loop boosts your confidence and encourages you to set even higher goals. By celebrating your success, you create a momentum that propels you forward, fueling your desire to accomplish even more. This mindset is essential for long-term success, as it allows you to embrace challenges, learn from failures, and continue growing. Furthermore, celebrating your success reinforces the importance of gratitude in your life. When you take the time to acknowledge your achievements, you are practicing gratitude for the effort and determination you have put forth. Gratitude is a powerful force that shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. It opens your heart to abundance, inviting more positive energy into your life. By celebrating your success, you cultivate an attitude of gratitude that helps you stay grounded, appreciative, and open to new opportunities. This shift in perspective not only enhances your personal well-being, but also attracts more success into your life, as you begin to see the possibilities that exist around you. Another crucial element of celebrating your success is sharing it with others. Success is not just about individual achievement, it is also about the connections you build and the impact you have on the people around you. When you celebrate your success, you give others permission to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity and inspiration. Sharing your victories with others fosters a sense of community and belonging, reminding you that you are not alone in your journey. It also allows others to see what is possible when they commit to their own goals and dreams. Success is highly individual, and what constitutes success for one person may differ for another. For some, success may mean financial freedom or career advancement, while for others it may mean personal growth, a balanced life, or making a positive impact on the world. Taking the time to define success on your own terms is crucial in ensuring that you are truly aligned with your deepest values and desires. When you celebrate your success, take a moment to connect with the meaning behind your achievements. This connection enhances the fulfillment you experience, as you realize that your success is a reflection of your unique path and purpose. Celebrating your success also means recognizing the strength it takes to get through setbacks and challenges. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt, failure, and struggle. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is often the ability to keep going despite these obstacles. Celebrating your success means acknowledging the courage and determination it took to continue, even when things were difficult. This recognition not only strengthens your resilience, but also helps you develop a greater sense of gratitude for your journey. Each obstacle you overcome is a victory in itself, and it deserves to be celebrated. In a world that often emphasizes striving and achieving, it's easy to forget the importance of celebrating your success. However, taking the time to do so is essential for maintaining motivation, boosting confidence, and cultivating a positive mindset. When you celebrate your success, you are not just recognizing your accomplishments, you are reinforcing your belief in your ability to achieve even more. You are honoring the effort, determination, and resilience that have brought you to where you are today. So pause for a moment, reflect on your journey, and celebrate the incredible progress you've made. Every step forward, no matter how small, is worth acknowledging and embracing. In conclusion, your time to shine has come, and it is not merely a moment in time, but a reflection of everything you've worked for, believed in, and overcome. Recognizing the power within you, embracing your journey, and overcoming doubts are just the first steps towards stepping into the light of your true potential. As you trust in your abilities, break free from limiting beliefs, and celebrate your successes, you are not only advancing in your own personal growth, but inspiring others to do the same. Remember, the timing is always right when you choose to act with purpose, intention, and confidence. Your power has always been within you, waiting to be acknowledged and expressed. Now is the time to embrace it fully. Your story is unfolding, and every chapter you write is a testament to your strength, courage, and determination. So celebrate every victory, no matter how small, and allow yourself to enjoy the process. Keep pushing forward, knowing that each step brings you closer to the fullest version of yourself. Your time to shine has indeed come, and the world is waiting for you to step into your greatness.